Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Nordini binti Samsul. My matrix number is BNJ27101. I'm from section 2. So today I want to discuss or explain about experiment 4, principle of moments. So for the first slide is about experiment theory. For the first point is the theory that has been used is Varigan's theorem. And the second is the principle of moments states that the moments of a force about a point is equal to sum of the moments of the forces components about the point. And the third is the moment of a force indicates the tendency of a body to turn about an axis passing through a specific point. And the last one is it was defined, which is the perpendicular distance between F and the center of moment, where M equal F multiply D in Newton meter. So for the second slide is about a result has two parallel also oblique force. So for the first is give a left side direction anti-clockwise moment, and the second is right side direction clockwise moment. Also, you have to give in the video, is the beam balance horizontal, yes or no? So, calculate the resultant moment, magnitude and direction. Okay, so for the slide calculation, we have give parallel also oblique, which means it has three calculation, left side, also right side. So, you have which means force also moments, and then you have give a calculation resultant moments. So for the next slide is about observation. So for the parallel forces due to the same amount of moments for test 1 makes the pivot bar stable, thus it is in equilibrium. For test 2 and 3 the pivot bar can't obtain equilibrium due to the inaccurate distance which lead both sides moments can't obtain equal. And the next is for oblique force test 1, the right side is slightly inclined due to slight higher moments than the left side. For the test 2, the pivot bar can achieve equilibrium because both sides had the same amount of moments. And the third is when the experiment is conducted, the parallel error can't be avoided. It can occur mainly when reading the measurement of the distance as it was taken by naked eye. So for the slide discussion, first, the result for the first test is in equilibrium except for the other test. So next is all the system in data sheet has the resultant moments. And about the question 2, a point about the summation of moment from experiment results. So it has 3. First, the results must be 0 for all tests, and second, the sum of the anti-clockwise moments about any point is equal to the sum of the clockwise moments. And the last is the summation of moment is 0. So for the next question is the factors may affect the experiment if the moment is non-zero. So the first is a leakage of knowledge during apparatus setup, and the next is human error during measuring and data gathering, and the last is the apparatus itself that might not in perfect condition to the one the most accurate results. So for the next slide is about answer the question. So the first one is what is the principle of moment and how moments achieve. So my answer is principle of moment state the moments of a force point is the product of the force and a perpendicular distance of its line of action from the point moment when the body is in equilibrium. And the second question is what does the principle of moments state about the turning moments of a force acting on a body. So my answer is a principle of moment state that if a body has severe force applied both to it which have a turning effect in opposite direction, the body will not turn it if total turning moments in each direction equal. So for the third question is how to determine the moment in 3 dimensions body. So my answer is a moment in 3 dimensions body can be determined by using the mathematical approach called vector cross product MO equal R multiply F, which R is the opposition vector from point O to any point on the line of action F. So for the last slide is about conclusion. So moment of a force depends on both the forces and the location of the point about which the moment evaluated. Moments of force is equal to the sum of the moment of the components of the force after we carried out the experiment. So the principle of moment was achieved, and the principle of moment for parallel and non-parallel force was verified. During the experiment, the pivot bar is unbalanced, so we should ensure the pivot bar is in a balance before we edit the load. The ratio of force and the ratio of distance must be equal after calculating them, because a moment of a clockwise equal to the moments of anti-clockwise. So that's all for my presentation for explaining a principle of moment. So thank you.